Hey folks, so here's something I've never done before. I'm retiring a team. Yep, that's right. This is my last pair of battles with my Dylan team, my rain dance team. I mean, it's had a good run, but I just am bored with it. There's nothing really more I feel like I can do with it. Um, you might have noticed the big gaps and updates are when it's time to put up another Dylan battle. It's just that it's not necessarily that I don't like battling with them. These battles have been sitting on my hard drive for a long time. Um, it's that, I have nothing to say in the commentary a lot of the time. I don't know. It's been a good run, and you should stay tuned after the battles for a little tribute that I did to this team. So, leading off with Roserade and Masquerain, since that's the lead for this team. And I'm going to put his Garchomp to sleep. I don't really consider this guy a noober or an uber abuser because Garchomp is kind of a controversial choice to be put up in the uber league. I'm really going to be curious when Black and White. I mean, they're actually doing the tier testing now, I guess, on Smogon and such. But I'll be really curious to see whether Garchomp rises back to OU. So I miss, but then again, so does he. So, yeah, kind of a wash there. So I'm going to be stubborn, and I'm going to try to put his Garchomp to sleep. It's interesting that it's called Knackrack. I guess that's originally German. I'll have to check on that, but I guess it was he got it traded from a German player. So I'm going to go ahead and use Hydro Pump with Masquerain. Roserade uses Sleep Powder. Again, it misses. Masquerain goes ahead and Hydro Pumps, which does a massive amount of damage to, well, not that much. Does a fair amount of damage to Knackrack. His Garchomp hits Roserade hard. Not enough for to go to the Sash, which is kind of interesting. And then Magnezone does Zap Cannon, which is the reason why I use Lock On to begin with. Lock On Zap Cannon is a pretty good combo. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, it's kind of a waste heading in two Zap Cannons. I guess Zap Cannon has pretty low PP, so you don't want to just waste your Zap Cannons. So I go ahead and send in Tauros. I'm determined to have a battle where he's actually useful. And Roserade's going to go ahead and I really should switch him out if I'm planning on using Earthquake, but then again, Roserade's down to practically no health, so let's have it do something useful before it dies. So here I go, use Earthquake, which is going to be 2x effective against Magnezone and should have enough attack power to take out everyone else on the field. And indeed, it takes out Magnezone, it takes out Roserade. And yeah, sorry, putting up with this slow death animation. And the suspense is building to see what happens to Garchomp. Down goes Roserade. And here goes. And Garchomp does go down. So just as planned, I've taken out half his team. Then again, half of my team is down too. So he sends out Lucario, which is great because that's also going to be a super effective hit for me. And I send out Blastoise. So I'm kind of at a disadvantage here because I have to use Earthquake now, which sucks because Blastoise is slower and it's not going to get a full strength Water Spout out. But that's okay. I'm going to have it use Blizzard. Earthquake doesn't do anything around Staraptor. And it would have been nice to use a 100% effective move. I kind of should have used Water Spout, maybe. Well, not with... I mean, look, yeah, Brave Bird got it down to half HP, but Earthquake didn't actually do too much. Lucario actually survived. I'm impressed. That's probably because of the Intimidate, which canceled out the Choice Band. So Lucario gets a defense drop, and Tauros, Maxwell, my Tauros, goes down, and Blastoise is the last Pokemon on the field, and finishes everyone off. Oh no, Staraptor survives. It does take out Lucario though, even though Lucario resisted the attack, but Blastoise has a considerable amount of HP. So the question is, So yeah, Blastoise is pretty much safe here, and I just need to hit him with a teeny tiny hit. So Staraptor uses close combat, which I wasn't expecting. And if it had been a crit, I guess maybe it would have KO'd, although it doesn't look like it. And so with the defense drops, and with the fact that it's down to no HP already, Water Spout delivers the KO, and I have won the match. So yay! That was a pretty good match. I felt we were pretty even, we were pretty even in that battle. So, yeah. So after this, I have my little victory dance. Usually, as I said before, I never accept rematches, but this time I did. What the hell? I wasn't actually planning on this being, Dylan's final match, when I recorded it, but it's nice that it worked out that way. So here we go again, same lineup, which is kind of a shame. In rematches, they really should let you change up your lineup, I think. But whatever. So yeah, Intimidate's going to cut their attacks, and I'm just going to use the same exact strategy. It worked the first time, I figure, and maybe this time it'll work even better. Still, I'm targeting Garchomp, even though, quite truthfully, Magnezone's probably the worst threat. But yeah, so I actually do put Garchomp to sleep this time, and now I've got the rain going. So yeah, Magnezone uses Lock On just as before. But so now I'm going to pull out Roserade and send out Tauros, take advantage of the fact that I've got a flyer on the field. And I'm going to go ahead and Hydro Pump against Magnezone. No, I actually do the exact same thing that I did last time. Whatever. I mean, I guess, I won the last time, so I'm not really thinking about learning from my mistakes. So now both of his guys are at -2 attack, which is would be kind of nice, except for the fact that I don't particularly. I mean, I guess it's going to help me against Nacrack, who's sleeping, but not anymore. Woke up, but yeah, -2 Dragon Claw against Tauros really doesn't do very much. Does more than it should because Tauros doesn't have the best of defenses. I think it's a hasty nature. Rather than Jolly, which is what it should have. As you can see from its Pokeball, it's an Ultra Ball, so I actually caught this thing, and I haven't learned to RNG manipulate with caught Pokemon yet. So these guys are still soft resetted, and so don't have the best stats. So Magnezone is taken out in one hit. His Garchomp actually has survived so far, but it's got a Hydro Pump, a critical hit. Yeah, that didn't really do me much good. Really, I should have used Bug Buzz there. It's nice to have the boost from the rain, but Stab is just as much of a boost, although it has less base power, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, there's Intimidates happening, which cancels out the Choice Band. But at this point, I can actually pull Tauros back. I have that option. But I'm going to go ahead and Hydro Pump and Earthquake still because, why not? Masquerade's still around, so it still doesn't hurt my guys. Earthquake does a massive amount of damage to Lucario, but again, not enough to KO. Hydro Pump finishes off Lucario, so now he's down to his last Pokemon, while I still have... Do I still have all my guys? I think I still have all my guys. Staraptor uses Brave Bird, which is going to one-hit KO Masquerain, since it's a super effective hit, and Masquerain isn't exactly known for its defenses. This guy actually perplexes me. Masquerain's not particularly fast. I thought that Staraptor was pretty fast. Maybe he does an EV train? It's possible. He had some, having close combat on a Staraptor usually means, you have a little bit of knowledge of the game. I think it's a breeding move. Maybe I'm wrong about that too. But so anyway, now I can pull back, whatchamacallit, I can pull back my Tauros, since its earthquakes aren't going to do any more good. And yeah, Blastoise uses Water Spout, which is going to take it out. Yes, it's going to take it out. I think I had hopes of bringing Tauros back out for a Rock Slide, but it wasn't needed. The battle is over, and I have won both matches, which is nice. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this final match. Comment, rate, subscribe, and challenge, and stay tuned for my farewell tribute. Yep, so long.